If you're planning a trip to Las Vegas on New Year's Eve, the room rates are spiking, so you might want to book that very, very soon. Tons of construction to go over, new restaurants opening, and airlines opening up new nonstop destinations to Vegas. Yeah, it's happening. Oh, yeah, we also have to talk about the NFR. This is a news update for the channel. How's it going, everybody? My name is Steven, and I am not leaving Las Vegas. I'm a Vegas blogger. Today, I get the privilege of bringing you several awesome, amazing, over-the-top, great pieces of news to make 2021 the absolute banner year where Vegas makes a massive comeback. You know, I've been talking a little negative lately. I really did think that Sisolak was going to shut down the Strip and shut down the city, but you know what? He didn't, and this might be why. All of these awesome positive things. And I want you guys to do me a favor while I'm telling you all these awesome positive things. I want you guys to go ahead and like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for the future notifications, and leave us a comment below. How long do you think it's going to take for Las Vegas to recover? You think it's going to be 2021, 2022, or is your answer never? There's a lot of people out here that think Vegas is done for. I don't happen to be one of them. If you guys also want to support the channel, because doing all those things that I just said you could do for free, that helps other people that are just like you see this channel. YouTube recommends it, does all the heavy lifting for you. That's great. If you guys want to support us further, we have the YouTube channel memberships. We have the Patreon page. You get your name in the credits, of course. You also get yourself early access to videos and photos that I don't post up anywhere else. If you want to know where we were last weekend, I posted a video, pretty interesting. It's like nothing I've ever seen before, at least not since the pandemic started, and you guys can find that on Patreon and channel memberships. We also have VegasFaceMask.com. You buy one at $25, you get one for free, and if you want a free one, oh, this is real easy. If you want an absolute free one, yeah, well, all you got to do is refer us out to a friend, and when your friend orders, we're going to send you one $0. You're not going to pay us a penny. So there are two, buy one at $25, get one free, VegasFaceMask.com, no S at the end. The only two you'll ever need. My wife makes them. They're awesome. All right, time for the video. Time for the video. We have so much stuff to go over, and it just dawned on me. Look at all these positive things. So let's get to them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 positive things that we got to talk about here. We'll just start from the very top. We'll talk about the New Year's Eve room rates at a time. Also, new airline routes being opened up everywhere. But the MSG Sphere has a new project manager. You might not think that matters, but that does matter. That means that the MSG Sphere, the giant revolutionary sphere behind the Venetian and the Palazzo, a giant sphere, literally, it looks like a golf ball sitting in Las Vegas, 17,500 square foot, giant, huge, state-of-the-art amphitheater with 360-degree sound, LED lighting systems, a pilot project for other areas like London, England, and Los Angeles that might get one of these in the future. $1.66 billion, new management team. It was part of the plan. They're not doing this because anything was going wrong, but the project is still on track to be finished for 2023. It looks like sometimes in the next 6 to 8 months, it will be topped out, meaning that we'll have a complete dome, and we will go down to MSG Sphere and do some filming around there, cover the project in the next couple of weeks. So make sure that you do subscribe to the channel. You know, when I do live streams and when I cover those kinds of things, I'll do a live stream tonight from somewhere in Las Vegas. Hope to see you there. Speaking of construction and things that are happening, a 12,564 square foot Olive Garden is being constructed on the Strip. It's going to be happening at the Showcase. We've been hearing about this for a while. We now know some details. $3.75 million of construction keeps that unemployment rate down. But I wonder how this is going to bode well for Olive Garden. See, we've had different national chains on the Strip. The only one that seems to be enduring all these times and all these years is the Denny's and the McDonald's of the world. Now, when people come to Vegas, I will often wonder, are you coming here to eat at a national chain restaurant? Now, you tell me in the comments below, would you come here and eat at an Olive Garden, even if it's one of the biggest Olive Gardens you've ever seen? Because when the wife and I go travel, we don't want to go to national chains. We want to go to somewhere that's local for the area. There's so many individual restaurants in Las Vegas that you can't get anywhere else, experiences you can't have anywhere else. You know, if you are from Omaha, Nebraska, you probably have an Olive Garden, but I'm pretty sure you don't have a Gordon Ramsay's restaurant. So would you go to an Olive Garden on the Strip, or is this just another national chain that thinks it's a good idea, which in a few years will be like the Chili's, which might have closed because of the pandemic, but it might have also closed because people don't go to these kinds of restaurants in Vegas. Canadians will love this because I don't think there's a lot of Olive Gardens in Canada. I remember when I lived in Canada for all those years, I'm born and raised there, by the way, that there was one in the whole country, in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and people would come to Calgary and go to the Olive Garden. Maybe that's why you come. You tell me in the comments below. But speaking of that unemployment rate, with all this construction that's going on, we have the unemployment rate down to 10.1%. You would be clapping your hands with a golf clap, and if it wasn't such a high number, if it wasn't still in double digits, but it is down 1.8% from the previous month, which is good. It is still 6.4% higher than the previous year. Of course, November of 2019 was a much different time. It feels like a million years ago. Does it feel like a million years ago to you? You give me a comment below, tell me. And that's still at 10.1% higher than the nationwide average of 6.7%. But keeping things into perspective, when the resorts were closed in April, our unemployment rate in Nevada was a staggering 28.2%. So we've gone from 28.2% to 10.1%. There's always these talks of layoffs happening, but they're so far off in the distance. And if New Year's Eve room rates are anything to be kind of explained, it might be a bit better than we think it is. And we might not get to more unemployment and more layoffs, because New Year's Eve, for example, is kind of like the bellwether for what's going to happen in the new year. Now, New Year's Eve room rates are up in Las Vegas. They've actually gone up 3 times from what they were in October, pardon me. So in October, the room rate average was $104.53 in Las Vegas. Right now, the average is averaging around $300. Now, you might say that's great. Looks like people are coming back. What are they actually coming back for? Why are they closing the streets on the Strip if people are coming back and there's not going to be any fireworks? Doesn't make any sense. Every year, the Strip closes down to all the vehicle traffic. Why are they doing it this year if there's no fireworks? Well, it's simple, okay? Now, analyzing the rates is simple as well. Aria right now selling for $400 a night. Cosmo the highest at $500 a night. Circa technically the highest at a $315 entry level to go to Circa, but you need to be there for 3 nights minimum. So you're looking at $945 less resort fees to stay at the Circa. But when you look at it from the previous year, where the Delano was selling for $749, and the Bellagio is selling for more, yeah, the room rates are still down compared to 2019. Now, why are they closing down the Strip on New Year's Eve if there's not going to be any fireworks? Well, analysts are predicting, and the people who watch the hotel industry are saying that out of 25% capacity, it's going to be 100 of 25% capacity, 100%. People are still coming into town. It's still New Year's Eve. There's still going to be champagne blasting off at 12 o'clock. They're still not going to be able to put everybody in the casinos, because there will be people here that are not even staying on the Strip that are going to be coming to the Strip. Every hotel in town will be full. Where are you going to put those people? You're not going to put them in the hotels. That would break Governor Sisolak's rules about 25% occupancy. They will have to overflow into the streets. Therefore, I imagine alcohol plus vehicles means that people will be basically flooding into Las Vegas Boulevard. Let's keep them safe by closing down all the vehicular traffic out there. And it makes total sense. And if you're coming to Vegas from a destination, there's a whole bunch of new nonstops that are happening, which is kind of impressive. Maybe you're coming in to see the Raiders. Well, if you're coming in to see the Raiders, you want to go to the M Resort, and we'll talk about the nonstop flights in a moment, because the M Resort is announcing that sometime in Q1 of 2021, the 8,000 square foot Raiders-themed restaurant will open at the M Resort down in Henderson. It makes total sense, and you say, why are they putting it in Henderson? That's weird. Not really. The M Resort is actually just a stone's throw away from the Raiders head offices and headquarters down in Henderson. It's a great resort location, although people don't get to it a lot of the time because they're stuck on the Strip and they don't get to get out. But the pandemic has been actually changing that, with more people renting cheap automobiles and cars while they're here and getting to explore. Now, this restaurant, 8,000 square foot, is going to be 24 hours a day location. It's going to be a Raiders-specific place, with the M Resort being the official partner of the Las Vegas Raiders, so it makes total sense. And you also have a menu that's yet to be determined, but it's not going to be a 5-star high-end restaurant where you got to wear a black tie, but it's not going to be a McDonald's restaurant either. I said McDonald's. I'm got a Eddie Murphy. There you go, buddy. But yeah, it looks like be a good place for Raiders fans. If you're coming into Vegas, are you going to go down to the head office of the Raiders? Are you going to go down to this M Resort and see what this is all about? Are you going to go to the restaurant? Is this a destination for you? If you don't like the Raiders, what's your NFL team? Just tell me in the comments below. But again, we do have new people coming into Vegas on new different lines coming in on Frontier. Frontier Airlines has just announced 6 non-stop stops, I just said it twice, that will be coming in from El Paso, Texas, Little Rock, Arkansas, Wichita, Kansas, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, or it might be, so I'm thinking Kansas City, Kansas, Kansas City, Missouri, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Los Cabos, Mexico, and Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. So we have 6 new nonstop flight paths. That is something that you would never think you would hear back in April and back in March and back in May. But here we are with new airlines coming in. And I missed a few because I just remembered that there's another site that I read that was talking about 4 new nonstop destinations. And there's so much stuff going on in town. One of those nonstop destinations happens to be El Paso, Texas. One of them happens to be Little Rock, and one of them happens to be Wichita, and one of them happens to be Oklahoma City. And it just so happens that just last week, the city of Las Vegas and the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority launched their big "There is only one NFR, there is only one Vegas" campaign. It's actually a pretty cool campaign. They are pointing out that 2021 is the year that they see the NFR returning to Las Vegas in all of its glory. It took a little bit of a vacation and went down to Texas to get some warmer weather this year and to have crowds. The NFR is largely fueled and funded by ticket sales. We just couldn't pull it out in Las Vegas. Those ticket sales go towards the purse that the riders and the competitors get. But right now they're doing a full court press. They're getting with former champions. They're getting with Wayne Newton and different celebrities. And they're just blanketing and blitzing the entire cowboy circuit with the fact that this is the place to put the NFR. Now, if you're worried about this might fail, don't be worried. I think this is just to drum up excitement for coming back into the city because there's a big giant contract that goes all the way through 2025 with the city of Las Vegas to host the event here. I just look forward to seeing what they can come up with. Everything is going to be a resurgence in Vegas. We covered so much stuff in this video that's all positives. What's your favorite positive part of this video? You excited about the new flight destinations? You looking to see that MSG Sphere? Maybe you're a Raiders fan and you're coming down and you want to check out that restaurant once it opens sometimes in Q1 of 2021. Either way, I hope there was something for everybody in this video. My name is Steven and I am not leaving Las Vegas. I'm a Vegas blogger. I hope you guys would like, share, subscribe the channel and the videos. Hit the bell for the future notifications so you know when I go live and do different things here in town. If you guys want to support the channel, we have vegasfacemask.com. Refer a friend, get one completely for free that you don't even pay for once we can verify your friend's order. Look at that. I got my two-tone. That would be a free one because I can't sell these patterns right here. I can just give them away for freebies. Buy one at $25, get one for free. Now's the time of the video where I have to get close to the camera and I have to say 3, 2, 1, click. And I'm doing it on my PC, so I got to go up here. You can't probably hear my voice good. Close to the camera, close enough. 3, 2, 1, thanks for watching, and click.